Hello, this is Opinion Radar. If you've been scrolling through TikTok or Pinterest lately, you've probably seen those super cute handmade clay earrings, miniature food charms, or adorable little figurines that look like they came straight out of a dreamy art studio. Well, I wanted in on that magic, badly. But I quickly realized that trying to sculpt with just my fingers and a butter knife, yeah, not ideal. I needed real tools, something that wouldn't break the bank, but could actually help me bring my clay dreams to life. That's when I found the Amrules Clay Tools Kit. And honestly, it looked too good to be true. For just $13, it promises to turn your chaotic crafting mess into something actually doable, maybe even professional looking. I was skeptical, but so curious. So I gave it a try, no experience, no fancy training, just me and a pack of polymer clay. What happened next? Well, let's just say things got way more creative around here. Okay, so I recently got into clay crafting, like the kind where you make little sculptures, cute charms, and sometimes accidentally turn a blob of polymer clay into something that vaguely looks like a cat. And let me tell you, having the right tools makes all the difference. That's why I'm obsessed with the Amrules Clay Tools Kit. It's this super affordable set, only $13, and it comes with 43 pieces. I mean, that's basically an entire toolbox for sculpting. There are sculpting loops, needle tools, carving blades, texture stamps, even a little rolling pin and shaping tools. When I first opened it, I was like, whoa, is this for real? The fact that it also comes with a neat little carrying case is such a win. It keeps everything organized and makes it easy to take my clay projects on the go, whether I'm crafting at a friend's house or just moving from the kitchen table to the couch. One of the things I love most is how versatile the tools are. I've used them with both air-dry clay and polymer clay, and they work so well with both. The metal tools are sharp enough to carve fine details, like when I was trying to make tiny flower petals or add texture to a little clay mushroom. And the softer silicone tools are perfect for smoothing out surfaces without squishing your whole creation. I was kind of nervous at first that some of the tools might bend or break, especially since I tend to press a little too hard when I'm in artist mode. But honestly, they've held up pretty well. My daughter's actually been using them too. It's definitely kid-friendly. And even with her little hands going down on polymer clay every weekend, nothing's snapped or fallen apart yet. For a beginner like me, this kit has been a total game changer. I didn't know the first thing about sculpting before I got this, but now I feel like I've got everything I need to learn and experiment. Want to carve? Got it. Need to shape? Smooth or add texture? Check, check, and check. It's like they thought of everything. I've made earrings, little figurines, even some textured clay bowls. And each project felt more doable because I had the right tool on hand. Plus, the handles are ergonomic and comfortable to hold, which matters when you're working on something for an hour or more. My hands don't cramp up, and the tools don't slip, which is a huge deal when you're trying to be precise. And can we talk about how satisfying it is to have a complete set like this? I used to borrow random tools from craft class or buy cheap ones that would break after 2 uses. Now I've got a full range of options, different loop sizes for scooping out clay, fine point tools for detailing eyes or hair, even little stamps for adding patterns. It's made the whole creative process way more enjoyable. I don't have to stop mid-project and run to the store because I'm missing something. Everything is right there, neatly tucked in that little case. And the best part? The cleanup is easy. A quick wipe or a rinse underwater, and they're ready for next time. The metal parts don't rust, and the plastic tools don't get stained, even after working with colored clay. Now, I will say not every tool is perfect. There's one tiny loop tool that feels a bit flimsier than the others, and I can see how, with heavy use, it might snap. Also, the metal scraper, super sharp, like too sharp if you're not careful. I learned that the hard way when I nicked my thumb while cleaning excess clay. Not a product flaw exactly, but definitely something to watch out for, especially if you're letting kids use it. Just be mindful when you're handling the sharper edges, and maybe keep a Band-Aid nearby, just in case. But honestly, that's kind of on the user, not the tools. Overall, The quality is impressive for the price. I've seen similar kits selling for twice as much, and they don't even have as many pieces. I've also used this for little DIY gifts, like handmade clay keychains or holiday ornaments, and it's been so fun to experiment. The variety in the kit means I can switch up my techniques without buying a ton of extra supplies. One day I'm carving, the next I'm using the textured wheels to create cool patterns on a clay pendant. It's inspiring, honestly. It makes me want to create more because I'm not limited by having only one or two tools. And since the whole set is so affordable, it feels low pressure. You're not dumping a ton of cash into a hobby, you're just starting. If you're on the fence about getting into clay crafting, this kit is such a low-risk way to try it out. Worst case, you discover you don't love sculpting. Best case, you find a new creative outlet, and the tools are good enough to grow with you. Overall, I'd say this is a really solid starter set, perfect for beginners, teens, kids, or even crafty adults who want a reliable backup kit. It's well made, packed with useful tools, and totally delivers for the price. I've recommended it to a few friends already, and they've all been impressed. Whether you're making polymer clay jewelry, doing a school project, or just want a fun way to unwind, this kit gives you the tools to actually enjoy the process. It's not professional grade in the high-end studio sense, but for casual use, learning, and having fun, absolutely. I'm really happy I got it, and honestly, I can't imagine doing my clay projects without it now. If you're ready to shape your next creative adventure, don't just mold the idea. Hit that like button and subscribe. Every click helps grow this little crafting corner of the internet, and who knows, maybe your next masterpiece starts with a single tool and this awesome kit. Let's create something beautiful together. See you in the next video.